to your romance tarot and oracle report. This is the Peace Dealer. Thank you very much for your patience. And I see your notes. You want to know if it's worth it to be single or not. Right off the bat, whether you're single or in a relationship, you're going to be Gucci. I'm not going to say that's like the energy in the air, but as far as looking at things as if, is this going to work versus that's going to work? Maybe if it didn't work before, now moving forward, you just kind of want to know, regardless of what door you open, it's going to be Gucci because you're Gucci. But we're going to pull the cards to just specify. I'll pull a card for like what the door downgoing single is and with certain suitors. But we're going to pull a general spread. I'm going to pull a significator card so that if it describes any one of those suitors, that one is a potential soulmate. Other than that, though, I also wanted to say Venus and Mars that are traveling together, as it moves past Pluto, will move forward love narratives, romance narratives, partnership narratives. So yeah, just keep that in mind. What might look like it's in a fog will clear up very soon. Maybe as soon as like in a month. All right, so the underlying theme we have is the star. So definitely, you regardless of what you do, your dream is going to come true. And I think because you feel this is very real. By the way, the star is not just dream come true. It's this rejuvenation and restoration of hope in love. So like you're gonna this is kind of like having to kiss a few frogs before you really experience the benefit or the one. But this is an underlying theme, is saying not only to keep the hope alive, but you are the star. This is actually Isis. And this is also the water bear, represents Aquarius. This is not just a message of hope. It's pretty much saying that, like, when you get in a situation and it's like, oh, this is why everything had to happen the way it happened. I hate saying it because that sounds, yeah, this is soulmate. So you got this reading because, I hate to say it, but it's time. You're twin flame. And I'm just gonna say more soulmate. Not that there's a difference. If we even transcend the labels, this is an energy that like gets rid of all the anxiety. Like, oh, okay, cool. I just wanted to kind of notice that. Oh my gosh. Okay, you saw me shuffle this. This is a romance reading, and we got the Lover's card. So yeah. Remember, Mars and Venus are together. We got the King of Swords. So this is recognition, by the way. The underlying theme of this reading is, regardless of the suitors you have, you're gonna know who this is because there's a mutual recognition. And the King of Swords is the challenge here, right? Because this meaning is twofold. First of all, please keep me posted. This is probably gonna happen over a 2-week to a month period. So you need to. It's not my business what your love life is, but please keep me posted because like this is already juicy. I don't know why the Lover's card just flew out and we got the star here. So I'm just saying, but like the Lover's card as the core of the reading is basically you establishing. It's a choice, by the way, but the Lover's card is talking about balancing your mind and your heart, but really it's talking about you being in love with your soulmate. This is also a twin flame card. But here's the key. It's recognition. It's not like, oh, I think that person's my soulmate. And the other person's like, I think it's like, oh my gosh, we're so cool. So the King of Swords, to me, one looks like this is who your soulmate is. It's even in the side of this dude, right? So this is someone who's at the top of his field. This doesn't have to be an air sign, but this is someone who is objectively impartial. This out of all the kings is, I wouldn't necessarily say the least romantic, but definitely has more than a good head on his shoulders, and is, once again, like expert, genius. So ironically, as a challenge, You know what I mean? I like how she's looking at the angel. She sees the metaphysical aspect, and he's looking at her boobs. I'm just joking. He's looking at her beauty, which is just, the connection, physical and spiritually. But realistically, the challenge of this is such a powerful connection. The challenge, ironically, and I would say represented more by him, is remaining impartial. The King of Swords does not really catch feelings. So it's like you're acknowledging the love connection, but you're still remaining objective. You're still keeping a clear head. Although for the purpose of this reading, this is talking about him. This is talking about your lovers as the King of Swords. We got the Two of Wands as a foundation, world in his hands. We got the Ace of Swords. This is pretty interesting. So Ace of Swords is you coming into as a recent past. That could be this reading, an epiphany, but could even be before that, where you have like a very amazing idea about how to move forward. And then of course we have oh my god, oh my goodness, this is a soulmate reading. When the Four of Swords shows up with the lovers, this is a sublime season of the soulmate. So you're super psychic to have gotten this reading at this time, because it makes sense too, because Mars is with Venus, so we're going to see this collectively, but come on now. We got the Wheel of Fortune. This is not a joke. This is literally talking about your fortune changing. This is talking about evolving the connection. This is really amazing. This is like, we have you as the Queen of Wands, so this is a classic Queen of Wands, King of Swords match. That's so interesting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So when the Queen of Wands is with the Knight or the Page of Cups, that's another soulmate indicator. It's like, have you met your soulmate? So that's crazy. And you're going to like this. This is deep. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Oh my gosh. Oh, snaptastic. What is this? This is history being made. We have the Magician as the outcome. I can't make this up. So, the one is... oh my god. The one is literally rushing towards you. Okay, you need a peep game. This is the best love reading I've ever pulled in my whole life. You have to let me post this on YouTube. Please. I need to give the people hope. Because they out here, thinking that, we'll never be in love. Oh my goodness. Amanda, this is amazing. This is amazing. Oh my god. This is like the quintessential definitive soulmate reading. So this is a soulmate indicator. This is a soulmate indicator. This is the quality of a soulmate. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. I can just end the love reading right here. This is insane. This is crazy. Oh my god. Okay. So, oh wow, this is wild. Okay, so we can clearly see that this is your soulmate, right? The Magician is the one. You're going to be like, wow, the compatibility and the communication is like expert, top notch. But the quality, this is the next step. The Wheel of Fortune is literally speaking of it almost coming out of nowhere. Like, you're not going to, you have to take a risk, right? But you wouldn't expect to win the lottery. It's just a chance, right? The Wheel of Fortune is always a chance. And this is you being at the right place at the right time. But this is almost kind of like the Magician appearing out of thin air. And you're going to see that this person, Knight of Swords, leaps towards you. It's mutual, obviously. Because with the Ace of Swords, it's like he's responding to your truth, which is what I find so symbolic. It's like, this is you offering your cup, and this is that recognition. Wow, that's wild. So here you go. And, if it was a reading, okay, but considering that you ordered a romance reading, like, that's lit. It's really lit. Super lit. So yeah, wow, that's so deep. That's so interesting. Congratulations. Please keep me posted, because like, I'm just like wowed. I'm super wowed right now. That's wild. Wow. Well, so that's the first reading. Wow. And the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords is super fun, because you're carrying the passionate archetype. The Queen of Wands is very bold in her presence. She's fire. And then the King of Swords can kind of well, not king kind of. The King of Swords actually counterbalances the fire, and it's like it makes for very invigorating conversations. There's more to that, but okay. So the next spread, I'm sorry, I have to really just like take a breather. That was intense. That was. I feel like that's gonna feel super magical for you. It's gonna be such like hardcore recognition. Like it's you. I know who you are. Okay. So here is the next spread. It's the horseshoe spread. Ooh. All right. The underlying theme is the Page of Swords. This is usually either government spying or perusing on someone's social media page. But we do also have tradition here and family. So that's interesting. So we do have the Page of Cups, a romantic offer, new feelings. We do have the Ten of Wands. Maybe you're expecting a shared responsibility. We do have the Five of Pentacles. This is parted lovers, but it's also, I see a through thick or thin card, the Devil card. That's so interesting. And the Five of Swords. That's super interesting. So this is more chronological look, which is really wild, especially because this is speaking of new feelings. We have the page here, right? New communication. So to see this here is really interesting because this could either be like a third party. This to me looks like coitus. And the Five of Pentacles is usually going to indicate like loss, but I see this as this is an ancient lovers card. So it's really just the nature of it. You know what I mean? There could be falling out because of outside parties who or suitors that now see this union established. But the Devil card to me really looks like confronting not necessarily shadow aspects, but just getting down and dirty. So yeah, that's very interesting. This seems to be troubling, but because that's now like that's like maybe end of the month. But oh, I did pick up intuitively. It could be an X. It could even be an X. Like as soon as you make this recognition, boom, your X comes back. But other than that, yeah, knowing that we got the first spread lets us know the nature of the union. So I think that horseshoe spread is just more so or less keeping you up to speed about other influences that will get through. But you'll know because the Page of Cups is the start of it, and it's like either like emotions shared or new feelings. Okay. Which is cool because it looks like as of now you're not necessarily sure yet, and that's all about to change very soon. So if we can get another significator card, this is interesting. We got the Eight of Swords and we got the Five of Cups. So both of you are mirroring emotionally certain aspects. He is now mirroring what you're going through emotionally, where you're processing emotional disappointment of what didn't work, and he is processing overload paralysis of analysis, feeling stuck, not being sure what to do. All this, of course, is getting released because he's the King of Swords archetype, and you, of course, have the Queen of Wands. Boom, we have, of course, the Ace of Cups. So this is a brand new love that's coming through, which makes perfect sense. It looks like all of this is going to be slated to occur coming into the next month, when all of this will leave Capricorn and go into Aquarius. So we're going to pull 3 oracle cards for you. Yeah. What a love, what a romance reading. That was wild. That first spread was interesting. Yep, we got the underlying thing, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Interesting. Then we have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. 888. Ooh. And retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Thank you so much for your patience. I hope you enjoyed this report. And until next time. Peace.